Y'all knows before, yeah. Now you got DDG that and dropped the track 17 More Years about his relationship with Holly and their co-parenting situation. Now, I'm surprised he haven't learned from the last situation because she's gonna be using this whole goddamn album probably against his ass, if you ask me. But I wanna look at what some people are saying, in regards to that song and what they believe Holly might be doing or what her actions will be.
17 more years. That was a big mistake. I like the song. I think it's catchy. It's a good message. He's talking about his son. He wants to be there for his son. He even wants to squash the beef with his baby mama, which is actually good for the child.
It
But it's
is.
wrong because Haley is going to use this song against him. Women are like the police. Everything you say can and will be used against you.
You got
She
that
is
right.
at that point where she flipped the switch and there's no coming back. Her dropping the case is like her saying that she's wrong. And women don't like to say that they're wrong about anything. She is going to ride this story until the wheels fall off. I bet Haley is going to use this song against him in court and say, "See, Your Honor, I'm actually a good person. He even made a song about me. You can have."
Yeah, exactly. And all that bullshit. Break me, dude. All that crap and all the, songs he got on the song on this damn album. It doesn't really matter because all you're doing is building a case against yourself. And as you can see with Holly, she finna literally swim her ass to the courtroom in that mermaid outfit. That's what she gonna do. She finna throw them damn gills on and all type of shit, and with her fins and shit, and just flap all her ass all the way to the damn courthouse with this information. And don't get me wrong, like 17 more years, yeah, you do, but shit, it's gonna be 17 more years of hell for DDG. Because sometimes it's better to keep your mouth closed rather than to speak your mind. Don't give full vent to your soul. You get full vent to your soul, it's gonna be a problem.
the best intentions as a guy, a spiteful woman would use that against you still. You really have to be careful what you put out there to the public, especially when you have an open case against you. And all this song is doing is giving her more ammunition to use against you. DDG is surrounded by bad bitches all day long. All these streams, he has India Love back in booty cheeks on him every other day. Haley's not letting that go. And it sucks because this is a song where he's really expressing himself, he's making himself vulnerable.
You're right. He got cheeks left and right. If you got too many cheeks clapping in your face, you can't even hear the truth. You can't even hear reason. There's too much clapping going on around. You got to quiet your mind from all the claps because sooner or later, you're going to realize that you're going to put your ass in a predicament that you can't get yourself out of. Let's look at the comments and see what a lot of people saying about this situation. You know, um, it's unfortunate for the child because, a child need to have both parents in the household. It actually, number one, statistically speaking, lowers the risk of going to prison, of having alternative lifestyle. All those things does matter. Holly wants to be left alone. Is that too much to ask? 63 replies. 17 years of abuse. They can't use lyrics against you. Yeah, that's what they say. It's funny how a lot of things not supposed to be able to be used against you or held against you, but it actually is being held against him, and it has been held against others as well. So don't ever believe that lyrics and things like that cannot be held against you. Holly won an award for being a survivor. That is fucking nuts. You gotta think about being a survivor. Ooh, I don't think she's spiteful. She wanted them to be on one accord with the schedule. If I were her, I would definitely would take it to the court. Exactly. You gonna have women vouching for it as well. Because there's a lot of people that see DDG as trying to be controlling, as trying to have things his way, not even really watching Halo, but having his mom watch Halo while he's doing this and that, or just having a baby on stream. Which there's been situations where both of them have, used Halo, which is just dumb. That their parents, if your child with you taking pictures, your life is online, you broadcast it. That's back and forth. But I guess she's trying to say every time he just stream with the baby, da da da. But his life is streaming. All he does is work. To be honest with you, he does that shit 24/7. So it's kind of like, it's a little gray area right there. It's probably not Haley. Ah, man, she is a good person. I don't think she's a evil person. I think, a lot of people do feel some type of way when a relationship does end. And when you look at the situation with Holly, she probably does feel, you know, a sense of, being discontent because all women, I'm pretty sure, especially a woman like Holly, didn't want to have a baby where she was raising that baby alone, point blank, period. And I think the relationship just crumbled because obviously DDG has his ways. He always has a particular type of woman that he's dealt with. Um, Holly has her own power, things of that nature. He usually dealt with women that wasn't above him, and and on every aspect when it comes to money, fame, all that. So it was a big clash, and I think that it just turned into something where people just couldn't have a clean split, couldn't remain friends, co-parenting, which 9 times out of 10 it doesn't work anyway. A lot of people have a hard time co-parenting because of unfinished business and a lot of things that was lingering in the air. And then obviously she had claims of him cheating and doing all this, that, and the third with Jay Cinco's new girlfriend. So it's like it's a back and forth. And I always say in these situations, just think about the child, put yourself to the side, put your emotions to the side, think about the child only and what's going to actually help that child develop and be in a better predicament over time. Because sooner or later, you're going to find yourself hoping and wishing that y'all put that to the side because when you see your kid develop and they have certain aspects about themselves where, you know, they missed out on having, that parent be there for that moment or that moment, you're going to, feel that hurt and pain from that, amending things and rendering a situation. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about this, man. And I'm up out of that.